I'm here with Charlize. Hi, Charlize.
Hello.
You are here at the Olympiad, and this is the beautiful playing hall where we are in.
The
How do you
huge
find
playing
it?
hall. I mean, yeah, it's massive. A lot of love and effort has been put into setting this up. You can see these beautiful flags behind me, and it's just huge. I've played into Olympiads myself, and the space is, always something that it can be an issue. Of course, you want to walk around, there are so many people. So the fact that there is a lot of space for all players to be in the same place, sometimes they split the halls,
Yes.
right? But we've got
I think
one
almost
huge,
always they split it.
yeah, because where are you going to fit thousands of people into a hall?
Right.
But they got it right this time, and yeah, this is so exciting.
You said you've played the Olympiad twice
Yes.
for South Africa.
Yes.
When were they played? Like which Olympiads did you play for?
So I played 2022 in India,
Oh, yes.
favorite tournament of all time, and then 2018 in Georgia,
In Batumi.
Batumi, yes.
And are you missing this vibe of being a player?
I am. Of course, it was a different kind of stress. But I honestly, we will see at the end of this tournament which has gotten on my nerves a little bit more, because playing, you do like months of preparation. Of course, there's some team building as well. You're representing your country. I mean, it's the highest, place you can represent your country in chess. But being in the FIDE side of things, I have so far experienced a little bit more stress, just because there's so many working parts and we have a big team, and we really wanted to make it the most amazing Olympiad, for viewers at home to see. So yeah, I'm already a little tired. The thing hasn't even started yet, but I'm excited.
Can you give us a kind of a sneak peek into what your role will be at the Olympiad?
So I'll be doing my usual fun role of the cool interviews and showing people what it's like to be here. But what we're going to do differently this year is we're going to go live for like 8 to 10 minutes before the start of every round.
Okay.
So I'm going to be here. Usually I am here like a minute before we start, and I'm like, welcome to round 3, blah, blah, blah. But this time I'm going to be doing that for 10 minutes and interviewing players like on the spot,
That's going to be quite something, because the players can react in any way.
Exactly. So you really have to, and that's what I'm nervous about. Right?
But you're very good at it. You ask the right questions.
Conversational. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I don't want to, ask them like something that will put them too much on the spot. I understand as a player myself the nerves you feel before a game. So I'm hoping to make that as relaxed as possible, but to really make people at home feel like they're here and feel like the tension that's in the air before the round starts. So I'm super excited about that. I've done research. We looked at some F1 interviews that they use this format, and that's what this is inspired by. So let's see.
So you've actually thought about which players to approach and what kind of questions to ask?
Yes, so we actually did research. We have like, I don't want to say a hit list, but we've got a list of players that we found really have interesting backstories. And because, there are thousands of players here, right? We don't know who has what. So we did some research on that, but we're also just going to play it by ear and approach people as we see them, and the basic way, the usual way.
But content creation is a lot about putting things out there. When you do a lot of research, it sometimes feels quite tough, because sometimes it may not even come out. So how easy is it for you to do this much research before an idea which hasn't taken shape yet?
Yeah, well, luckily we have a really great team here, so I'm not just doing it myself. I have the broadcast team. We've got everyone in press and social media involved. So what we did is everyone kind of suggested names and did their own background digging. And that's how this idea came about. Now to just take that and make it into something is going to be the interesting part, but at least like the seed is there, the seed is planted. So now we just make it into flowers.
Wonderful. And who are your teams that you're looking forward to, both in the Open and Women?
Well, of course I'll be rooting for South Africa to do well. But I think it's going to be very interesting looking at Uzbekistan. They've got the exact same team lineup, but Kramnik is the coach this time.
Yes.
Then we've got China, they won the 2018 Olympiad, and they've got almost the exact same team. They didn't play in Chennai, so their last Olympiad they won. Obviously everyone's looking at Ding as well, supporting Ding. And yeah, India, of course, always be rooting for India. And in both, for the Indian women's team, they're young, right? Divya is playing, and I think that's going to be, and Vantika is playing, so a young team that's, it's going to be interesting to see the experience factor, you know, because I think in Olympiads that counts a lot, but this year, well, I mean, Uzbekistan, they had a completely young team, so maybe times have changed and that's not such a huge factor. So yeah, I would say those are my picks of who I am going to be.
And any players you have done research which people should look out for, or anyone they should be keeping their eyes on?
So the Barbados team, they have 2 Russian GM coaches, which, I mean, that's crazy, right? Like, it's going to be interesting to see the prep of these intense, experienced coaches, what they have done for like a kind of smaller, of course, country that chess isn't as huge. So I think these kind of performances, I mean, these teams aren't necessarily going to win the Olympiad, but I think they're going to show us a lot. And my favorite thing about the Olympiad is it's not just like our top usual super GMs that we're watching, right? We're really seeing how chess is everywhere, and how alive it is in even the smallest of countries. And I have learned about some countries I didn't even know existed before, like small islands that are participating. So yeah.
An opportunity to come to the Olympiad could often change lives, right, for people?
It can, exactly. You are on a world stage over here. And whether you're playing against GMs, whether you are GM, or whether you're still here representing your country just like everyone else is. And yeah, all different levels of chess, but you really get to see the beauty of chess.
Wonderful. Charlize, we spoke to you last at the candidates, which was in April, and now here we are in September. It's been 5 months. How have those been, and how is your overall career going?
I mean, it's been a roller coaster of a year since candidates. Candidates still was, I think, peak in terms of the magnitude of a tournament that I've covered. But since then, I've done many different events. I hosted the FIDE 100 Awards Gala in Paris. We're going to have the FIDE 100 Awards here, which I'm going to host on my birthday, by the way, 19th September.
Oh.
So that I'm excited for. So yeah, my role has kind of gotten into marketing, PR, social media, presenting, and just lots of different things. I'm also going to be exploring doing more press related things, and the Women's Grand Prix next month. So yeah, it's growing. I'm learning a lot more, but that's kind of my approach to my career, is to be able to do as much as I can and do it as well as I can. And I still want to play chess, though. I haven't had a chance to really play a tournament since April, but yeah, hopefully I'll get time for that in the
Well, you can't do everything.
Exactly. Yeah, need to take a break as well.
Fantastic, Charlize. It was a pleasure talking to you, knowing more about the Olympiad, your role in it, and we'll all be looking forward to your coverage.
Yes, thank you. It's going to be exciting.